Right, now for number 8, we've got the following question. It says, with respect to origin O, the points A and B have position vectors given by OA equaling 1, 2, 1, OB 3, 1, negative 2, and the line L has the equation 2, 3, 1 plus lambda 1, negative 2, 1. And it wants the acute angle between the directions. I think that's an important point. The directions of AB and L. Alright, so let's find AB first. AB is equal to OB minus OA, which equals 3, 1, negative 2 minus 1, 2, 1, which equals 2, negative 1, negative 3. Right? Now, direction vector of L. 1, negative 2, 1. Okay. So, we can say then that if we think about this, remember what cos theta equals. Cos theta is equal to the dot product AB, okay, times the direction dot product times the magnitudes, not over the magnitudes. So we can say, right, so what's the dot product? Well, AB dotted by direction vector of P here. Okay. Which we're just going to call this here. That's going to equal, well, let's see, direction vector of L. So we've got 2 times 1 plus negative 1, negative 2 plus negative 3 times 1. Okay, so that's 2 plus 2, so 4. That's 3, so we get 1. And we can then say, right, AB, the magnitude of AB, is equal to 2 squared plus minus 1 squared plus minus 3 squared, which gives me root 14. Okay. P, it's going to be 1 squared plus minus 2 squared plus 1 squared, which is going to be root 6. And so, cos theta is equal to 1 over root 14 root 6. Right? Which means, therefore, theta is arc cos 1 over root 84, which means that theta is going to equal 83.7 degrees. Okay, so pretty simple question. Not many nuts and bolts to it. It's just a case of finding, firstly, the direction vector, which is over here, and L, which is just given to you, and plugging it into our cos formula here, we get 83.7. Alright guys, now for number B here, it says, find the position vector of the point P on L, such that AP is equal to BP. Right, so for this, we can say that, firstly, the coordinates of P. Okay. So we labelled here P here already. Right, for the direction vector of L. So we're talking about this. Okay. So the coordinates of P are going to be generalized. Okay, and that's going to be, if we go up here, 2 plus lambda, 3 minus 2 lambda, and 1 plus lambda. Okay, so 1 plus lambda on the bottom, 3 minus 2 lambda, 2 plus lambda here, right? So, therefore, we've got 2 plus lambda, 3 minus 2 lambda, and 1 plus lambda. Right. AP. Now, what is AP going to equal? Well, AP is, well, we've got A here, so we got OP minus OA. Okay, so we're going to minus OA from P. Okay. Three minus 2 lambda minus 2. Okay, and then 1 plus lambda minus 1. Right, cool. So, what does that equal for us? Well, what that equals then is 1 plus lambda over here. Right. 1 minus 2 lambda. Then finally, simply just lambda. So therefore, the let's work up BP quick. Okay, so OP minus OB. What's OB here? 3, 1, negative 2. Okay, so therefore what we get then, let's do this quickly, negative 1 plus lambda. I'm going to get 2 minus 2 lambda. Okay, and then 3. Yeah, 3 plus lambda. Okay, now we got AP, we got BP. So, what does that mean? Well, AP, in terms of magnitude, is going to equal lambda plus 1 squared plus 1 minus 2 lambda squared. Sorry, that should be outside the bracket. Plus lambda squared. And meanwhile, BP is going to equal negative 1 plus lambda squared plus 2 minus 2 lambda squared plus 3 plus lambda squared. Okay, so as these are equal, what does that tell us? That tells us then that if we multiply this out, lambda squared plus 2 lambda plus 1 plus 1 minus 4 lambda plus 4 lambda squared. Okay, plus lambda squared is going to equal 1 minus 2 lambda plus lambda squared plus 4 minus 8 lambda plus 4 lambda squared plus 9 plus 6 lambda plus lambda squared, right? So that's just a case of simplifying out. Now if we do that, what we get here is 5, 6, so we're going to get 6 lambda squared minus 2 lambda plus 2 is going to equal 6 lambda squared here minus 4 lambda plus 14. Now 6 lambda is going to cancel, so therefore we get 2 lambda is equal to 12, which means that lambda is equal to 6. So if lambda equals 6, what does p equal? Remember, that's what they want. Okay, if lambda equals 6, therefore p, 2 plus lambda, 3 minus 2 lambda, 1 plus lambda, so 8. Okay, negative 9 and 7. Okay, that's going to be a final answer. Quickly going through this again. Coordinates of P equals this. AP, obviously OP minus OA. Okay, BP, do the same thing. Find the magnitudes, set them equal, simplify the equations, get lambda equals 6, and then you plug that back into the coordinates of P to get that.